Hello Scorpios, this is time for Scorpiana Tarot. Let's see what's coming up for love for the month of June 2025 for Scorpios. Spirit Angels Guides, what messages do the Scorpios need to know at this time regarding their love situation for June 2025? What message, guidance, insight, and advice you can provide for us for June 2025 for the Scorpio Collective? You may be experiencing some sort of stress, turbulence, tension. There may have been some arguments, or you may be experiencing some challenges. With the Peace card, it did come out in reverse. So if we read that, it's going to be, there may be some sort of imbalance, there may be some disharmony, there may be an ending of a friendship or a relationship. But it says deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons, possibilities, adventures, risks, and turbulence, tensions, arguments for the stress card. With running, ghosting, disappearing, and invisible. So some of you may have experienced this already, or you're heading into this for June 2025. Some of you maybe have noticed that there have been patterns that you're kind of repeating in your life, and it may be bringing you some disharmony. It may be disturbing your peace. So I think what this is really asking for you to do is look back in this situation, if it hasn't happened already, because it may resonate for you already, or it may resonate with you during June. But you may be noticing some patterns that have brought you some sort of disharmony, and you're looking at what possibilities, what ways you can, I guess, tread lightly or tread during this time. You may be feeling some sort of tension or turbulence or stress about a love situation. Maybe you're noticing that, I don't know, I just feel a lot of anxiety right now. So some of you may have met somebody, and you're possibly looking at what you have done in the past, and how, if you're repeating past mistakes, or you're repeating patterns, and then when you're doing that, it's causing you some sort of stress and overwhelm. It may cause you to run away, may want to disappear from the situation, maybe even resist whatever this relationship is. It's a secret admirer, suppressing, timid, but I feel like and then clarity was underneath truth, attention, honesty. I think you're kind of stressing out about whether or not if you are dealing with somebody, if they're being honest with you, and it's causing you a lot of stress, because you may be like comparing the current situation with a past one, and that may be something that may be happening now, or you may be doing as you progress in the month of June 2025. I feel like I need more information about this, but okay, let's get some more cards. Okay, tell us about peace. Tell us about peace. Oh, I feel like anxious and anxiety. Maybe when you think about the situation, that's what's causing you. Wow, teddy bear. Interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. Yeah, part of you, it could also be that this person can be a friend, and this is someone that you care about, that you are interested in, and they may have experienced some interest in you. But that's so interesting that card came out. Look, seduction. So there may have been some playfulness between you and this person, but the thing I think could be causing you some sort of stress is if you're fearing that there may be some type of third party, like because of past situations. You may have feared that in the past. So you're like being vigilant. You're not really relaxing or letting yourself enjoy whatever this experience is with the person, because you're kind of worried about that third party thing, you know, or you're possibly not wanting your relationship to be like similar to what your past relationship was, where you felt like it was, you may have felt like it was a passion based relationship. You may have felt like you may have fed the other person's ego, but to your own detriment, you know. So let's see, let's find out about past life. Tell us more about past life. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. We have separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. So if this is a person that you're currently in separation with, this person is missing you. They are thinking about you. They're not sure exactly where your relationship is heading. So they may be feeling some sort of sadness about it. But in the bottom of the deck, we have love, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection, attraction, selflessness. So this person may have been somebody or is somebody who has been showing you unconditional love, or you have unconditional love for. But I feel like you might be looking back at the past and thinking, okay, how can I make sure that I'm not gonna get messed up or screwed over like I did in the past? But it's like you're constantly looking at the past, but you're not like enjoying the moment. You're not enjoying what the current moment is or who the current person is. But instead you keep looking back to the past, your past life. And that's something that you need to really ground, especially if you're feeling a lot of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, because as I started this reading, I felt the anxiety. So some of you may be feeling anxious. You know, you have to give this relationship the chance, you know. Don't let it end before, you know, it needs to. It says the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform. What's dead is dead. So what is dead in the past. You know, you can't let the past interfere with your present moment and the future. You know, you can learn from it, but don't let it be something that you keep constantly revisiting, because it's causing you to feel a sense of fear or skittishness, you know, with whoever this new person may be, if this is a new person. But I think it is, because this is interested in your blooming romance, flirting, and want to date. Some of you may be missing an old person too, with the missing you, thinking about you. Maybe you're sensing that past person, you know, you're sensing their energy, and that's also being a source of stress too. And it's kind of causing some sort of confusion where you are really needing some sort of clarity. And you also want to make sure that the person that you're with, or you're engaging, is being truthful and honest with you, that their intentions are pure. Can you tell us about possibilities? Possibilities, soulmates, talking. So soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. Interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. If this is a person that you're currently not talking to, they may be waiting for you to reach out to them, or you may be waiting for them to reach out to you too. I feel like you, with this possibilities card, this month is going to be a challenge in this relationship. So I feel like you have to really be talk about whatever it is, because it says interested, talking more. I feel like you really need to talk more to this person who has, you know, who you are interested in, who has expressed interest, who may be wanting some sort of relationship with you, who may have even expressed their intentions and their honesty. You know, they tell you how they feel about you, how you make them feel. They may have told you that they see mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. So it's like your past wounds, past hurt is bearing its weight on this current situation. You know, somebody that you're in separation with, that you know you broke up with, possibly, you know, their energy is like around, and or at least the experience of them is kind of interfering with what. And it's because you're allowing it, because you're stressing over the past. You know, you keep thinking about the past, maybe over, you know, checking yourself, making sure you're not repeating patterns and stuff. But that is kind of like disturbing your peace, because the peace card came out in reverse. So yeah, you should do the introspection, but make sure that you're being clear with yourself, that you're being honest with yourself, you know, because it says try again, new direction, start over with beginnings. You can have a new beginning with someone who is interested in you, who would like to date you, where your relationship is like kind of growing into something, but it's like in a way part of you is kind of blocking it. Or it could be in reverse. It could be the other person. It could be totally be this person's situation where they're blocking your relationship from moving forward within June 2025, you know? Okay, so let's see. We have a little bit of time. Let's get some romance angel cards. Some advice. What advice do you have for Scorpios for June 2025 when it comes to the situation? June 2025. June 2025 for Scorpios. What advice do you have for Scorpios June 2025? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. 1111. Now we have the soulmates card, right? What else? I think you need to look at what the possibilities are rather than keep looking at the past, you know? Don't let your fears get in the way of you experiencing something that can be really beautiful. But, you know, you can also keep your boundaries up, but not so much where you are completely blocking out love. Or even blocking yourself from having peace. Oh, 2 cards came out. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So maybe that's a fear of yours, that you may not be good enough, or that you're not attractive enough or sexy enough or anything. And then because of the past, possibly you were in a relationship where someone made you feel like you weren't good enough. But, you know, that's the past, you know. Here, worth waiting for. A divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, but the soulmates underneath it talking, you know, take the time to get to know this person, see what the, you know, like be hopeful, be optimistic about what the possibilities can be, but also, you know, be clear, you know, be aware of your own feelings, be honest with yourself, be honest with the person, and see, a separation card came out again. See, the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I think if you continue going on this trajectory, you and this person may end up separating. And I talk about the new person. And I mean, this could, you probably not even in a relationship with it, but you're getting to know each other. There is attraction, there is interest. But if you're already putting up these barriers, and you're not allowing yourself to be free or have fun or anything like that, then it's gonna create some sort of blockage, you know, because of your insecurities. It could be their insecurities too. They may be the ones that want to separate because of their past life. You know, they may be having things going on in their life that may be an interference in the relationship. But if that's the case, then, you know, you could let that person go, and then you could be moving towards someone who can be new, that you can talk and learn and get to know each other, and they may possibly be your soulmate, you know. All right, I'm gonna leave the reading there because I'm only allowed 15 minutes. So if this reading resonates with you somehow, or you anticipate it, if any part of this reading resonates for June 2025, I know we just started the month, but this may be something that's going on already, or maybe I'm predicting what can possibly transpire as if you continue on in this trajectory in some way, or the person does. You know, let me know. Feel free to shoot me a comment. Feel free to like and subscribe to Scorpio Tarot. My name is Tan, and I'm your reader, and I'm wishing you a great June 2025. I wish this was a better reading. I'm so sorry, Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio too, so this sucks. But, you know, we could turn this around. You know, we had to improve our mindset, be more optimistic, be clear with ourselves, be more honest with ourselves. The same honesty that we often give to other people, we need to be honest with ourselves too. We deserve to be loved. We deserve to be comforted. We deserve to be hugged. We deserve to be romanced, and, you know, talk and meet with new people, and possibly have soulmate connections, especially in the romantic sense, you know. All right, so I love you all, and I'm wishing you a great June 2025 ahead. Bye.